Aliens, gazoos. Any other questions?
What is going to be a distribution platform?
Well, we're going to do a limited theatrical release because we want to engage with the film festivals. But this is made for television, 10 nights on television. Each night is a different episode and a different concept. So we have divas and darlings. We have the bad boys of R&B. And in that episode, of course, you got James Brown, Chris Brown, and Bobby Brown. You have to figure out who's the baddest Brown of them all. And we have Gone Too Soon. These are people, wonderful artists who flamed out early. So we have all these different episodes, the bands, the girl groups, the guy groups, so we have all these different titles, and that's how we sort of go through it and organize it so that it's a cohesive, and each episode will stand on its own.
How will the artists that you've been recording, how do they feel about you doing this documentary? Are you getting a lot of cooperation?
Oh my God, it's as if God is parting the sea. There's no one that we've said, come and participate, that said, no, I don't want to. Instead, they say, yes, I'm coming. What else can I do for you? Which is what we need. We need that kind of solidarity to tell this type of story because it's so intricate and the stories are so incestuous. For instance, James Brown, you think about another James Brown story, and Bootsy Collins. Well, Bootsy Collins got his start because James Brown punched his trumpet player in the lip and the whole band quit. And James Brown had a show that night. So he went to the local promoter and he said, look, you gotta help find me a band to get somebody else to punch in the mouth. No, he didn't say that part. But it happened to be Bootsy Collins. That's how he got his start. I got my start in a band called BT Express. Right out of high school, there was a girl in my high school class who had a crush on me because I could play piano and sing love songs, you know. Young girls like that sort of thing.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And they still do. And so, thank you. And so, her father was the manager of BT Express. And she went home one day and she said, Dad, I know this really nice kid. Back then my name was Michael Jones. I was still sporting my slave name. And she said, his name was Michael Jones. I want you to put him in the band, Dad. And he was crazy enough that he came and found me. The weird part of that is I was homeless when he found me. I went to 8 different foster homes, and by that time I said, I'm not going to another foster home, so I just stuck it out my own. He found me in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn. He put me in the band. He said, come to rehearsal. And I'm so excited about going to rehearsal with BT Express. And so I did what any red-blooded young African-American man would do who lived in the hood. I got my pick and I picked out my Jackson 5 style afro as best I could. And I went to rehearsal. They liked me, I liked them. He said, come back tomorrow and bring a suitcase. I followed instructions. I came back the next day with an empty suitcase. And when we got to rehearsal, when I got to the rehearsal hall, there was a bus outside with the big letters BT Express. I had no clue. We rehearsed for a couple of hours, and they said, come on, let's get on the bus. I got on that bus with my empty suitcase, and we went on a 2-year tour. Wow. I started to fill it up as I made money every week. I started to fill up that suitcase. But that's the genesis of how my career started. Then, actually, where's Carol? Where's Carol Ware? This woman right here, Carol Ware, was part of MCA Music, and she was my creative director at MCA Music in New York City. They signed me to my first writing contract, publishing contract. I was actually very rich. I was making $75 a week. But because of their nurturing and putting me together with other great writers, you know, I honed my skills, and here I am today still writing and making music. But Carol Ware was a part of that. Yeah. So that's it. Any other questions?
How many more days for the Indiegogo campaign, and
We
how close
have-
are you? Where are you?
34 more days.
And where are you?
We are close to $4,000.
Oh,
No, oh, no.
that means we need to send some emails out. And
Send
share.
some emails out, smoke signals, doves, pigeons.
Right. And send some money.
Send some money. Or bring some money. Or just come right up here right now and give me some money. You're right. We have to get busy. We have been busy. It's been a learning curve on Indiegogo. So we modified the program and done a lot. But we're going to get to our goal. I don't believe that God would bring me this far and not allow me to go where I need to go.